On 24th of February 2023, about 600,000 barrels of Russian oil were shipped from the Black Sea to Ghana for the first time since 2018, according to tanker tracking data by Bloomberg, which is an international business news network. In fact, some news outlets even reported that Russia has now started sending unsold oil to Ghana for storage because of the embargo on their oil. After this news came out, there have been many concerns from people all over the globe about this news. But there is more to this story. So in today's video, we would like to dive a little deeper into the story to know how true is this report from Bloomberg. But before we start everything, please support us by liking this video and also subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you very much for your massive support. Now let's dive into it. Ghana is a small oil exporter. In fact, the country has been shipping an average of about 140,000 barrels of crude oil a day for over the past 6 months. Ghana is next to Nigeria and Angola, the two most significant suppliers of crude oil in the sub-Saharan African continent. But for the world, the United States, Saudi Arabia, and Russia are the top crude oil producers and exporters. However, after the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the West imposed sanctions upon sanctions on Russia and its oil. Europe was by far the largest market for Russian oil, but now almost all European Union companies are prohibited from buying Russian crude and petroleum products or providing essential services such as insurance to nations that buy Russian oil. So for this reason, in December 2022, Russia's petroleum revenue dropped nearly 20% from the previous month because the country has also reduced prices of its crude, according to the International Energy Agency. After the West sanctions were imposed on Russia, the nation directed its crude export towards China and India. And now, according to a Bloomberg report, a cargo of Russian oil is shipping oil to store in tanks in Ghana. The development suggests that traders are now looking for new buyers for Russian barrels after the European Union stopped almost all seaborne imports from the country in December. The Russian oil tanker arrived in Ghana's territorial waters on 24 February 2023, carrying about 600,000 barrels of Russian oil from a port in the Black Sea, according to tanker tracking data compiled by Bloomberg. People with knowledge of this matter said that the cargo was due to pump into storage tanks in Tema. This shipment to Tema would be the first time Russian oil has been delivered to West African country since at least October 2018, tracking data shows. Meanwhile, the executive director of the Ghana Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Mr. Duncan Amoah, has urged Ghanaians not to panic over the report of Russian oil brought to the country. According to him, an embargo has not been placed on Russian oil because countries such as India and China are still buying oil from them at a very cheaper prices. So if that Russian crude oil will come in cheaper, they at the Ghana Chamber of Petroleum Consumers are all in for it. And again, according to oilprice.com, Germany is still the second buyer of fossil fuel of Russia, and since the invasion started about a year ago, Russia has made more than $315 billion in revenue from fossil fuel exports around the world, with nearly half of that amount, which is about 149 billion, is coming from the European Union nations. So to me, I think if the EU nations are still buying Russian oil because they are cheap, I see nothing wrong with Ghana buying it too, if that is the case. So let us know your thoughts and suggestions on this inside the comment section below. Again, thank you very much for watching this episode. My name is Sheriff Haruna. Please like, subscribe, have a joyful life, and see you in our next video. Macrao.